The art and science of writing for journalism. Success of the writer is not in what or how well he or she writes. Success is when the reader really enjoys and appreciates the work of the writer. The popularity of a written text depends upon the demand for the subject and the proper launch of the product. News writing, like all writing that communicates, is organized, structured writing. News writing should be clear, concise, accurate, and interesting. Organizing the news stories or feature stories for publication in dailies depends exclusively on what the facts of the story are and what the author wants to tell readers about those facts and in which tone. All news stories have essentially the same form. The story has a beginning or lead, a body, the story itself, and a few end up with a formal conclusion. A lead is the foundation of a news story. It consists of a single sentence set off in a paragraph of its own. A popular form of lead is the summary lead. The summary lead attempts to answer most, if not all, of the following questions. What happened? Who was involved? Where did it happen? When did it happen? Why did it happen? How did it happen? These questions present the news writer with a quick and expedient means of organizing the lead of a story. The writer can provide additional structure to the lead by arranging the 5 W's in the order of importance. The summary lead should be concise, but sometimes there is so much to be said in a summary that the lead becomes long and involved. A variation of the summary lead, the blind lead, or the delayed identification lead, offers alternatives that can shorten and tighten up the sentence. The blind lead permits the writer to hurry into the story without crowding too much into the starting paragraph. The purpose of the lead is to both inform and interest the reader. The blind lead, by limiting information in the first paragraph and picking it up in the second, attempts to give the reader the summary in 2 stages: a partial summary in the first paragraph and details in the second. Example of a blind lead. A 3-year-old Delhi girl was injured on Friday when she ran in front of a blue line bus on Karkadum Road. Meenakshi Joshi of 355 ACCR Enclave is in stable condition at Deep Memorial Hospital. A Toronto planning expert was hired as India's first full-time community planner. Daniel Mazur, who has been assistant planner and project director of the city of Welland, Canada, will begin work here next month. The credit line is carried as a separate line that precedes the first paragraph of the lead. It gives credit to the author or the authoring agency, such as Times News Network, from Press Trust of India, from Reuters, from Agence France Presses, from Associated Press. While working for a newspaper, the correspondent has to follow the style adopted by the newspaper organization. Newsroom staff are required to spell, punctuate, capitalize, and abbreviate, among other things, in a certain prescribed way. Single incident stories are most easily written in the inverted pyramid format. These stories begin with a summary lead and are developed by adding details in an appropriate manner. The facts in the body of a news story must be presented in a proper order. From most significant to least essential is a kind of order. Writers may differ on which facts are more important and which are less important. Chronology is a suitable way to order the facts in some stories. It is essential for the writer to present the facts in the story